We are going to dive into exactly why you might be leaving multiple five or even six figures on the table every single month. And more importantly, how you can fix it, right? Because ultimately, that's the most important thing. Tell me in the comments whether you are catching me live or whether you are watching the replay. Have you ever felt like you are this close to that next level, right? So close, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can touch it, but it's just not quite there yet. And no matter how hard you push, you're stuck just below the line. Maybe you've hit those 10K, 20K months, right? Because I'm talking to those of you who are already doing well. Yeah. But getting beyond that kind of good result or consistently making those great high income months is where the resistance is, right? Is where the constraint is. It feels like you're hitting up against a brick wall each time. If that's you, drop a yes in the comments, because today we are going to talk about why that happens and what to do about it, right? Um, and stick around, because I'm going to share with you how you can turn the last few days of this month into the best days yet, no matter where you are right now, right? So let me ask you this. How many of you have spent time tweaking your offers, adding more bonuses, or, hustling even harder? But no matter what you do, the results just don't seem to match your efforts, right? You're kind of doing more, you're doing all the things, but somehow it doesn't seem to be making any difference to the actual end result. It's really frustrating, right? And here's the thing, I know that feeling well. And the problem isn't that you need more offers or that you're not doing enough, right? The problem is that you're likely missing the system, the strategy, and a little bit of the mindset and the energetics piece as well that ties everything together. Yeah. Because without that system in place, you are leaving potential money on the table. And let me tell you, it's a lot of potential, right? It's a lot of potential. So many people have written off this last week of the month. Yeah. And they're starting to already think about September, which is awesome. It's good to look ahead, but there is so much potential still left in this month. So, what if I told you that in just 30 days, you could bring in 30K, 50K, or even 100K by using a simple, repeatable launch system? Tell me. What if I said that's possible? One that doesn't involve chasing clients, convincing people, or lowering your prices, or adding more bonuses. That's what we'll be diving into in my 30K in 30 days intensive next month, right? But first, let's talk about something really important that happens at the end of every month. Yeah. Or in the last week of a launch. Because I know so many of you can relate to this. I know. I've been there too, right? You're in the last stretch, and instead of doubling down, what happens? You start to pull back. Is this resonating? You start focusing on the next thing, the next month, thinking, It's okay. I've done pretty well already in August. It's okay. And you give up on these last few days in August. And same thing happens in launches, right? You don't fully commit, not right up until the last day. Yeah. It's like there's this collective mindset shift where everyone starts coasting, thinking that time is running out. But let me tell you, gorgeous woman, this is something that's so powerful. Time is an illusion. Yeah. That pressure that you're feeling, that withdrawal, it's all in your mind. There's nothing stopping you from doubling down right now. Yeah. And making these last few days in August your biggest days yet. You could double your August income in these last few days. I've had some of my biggest sales periods in income in the last 48 hours of a launch or of a month, right? I've had a 100K week in the last week of a month. Yeah. It's possible if we double down, if we go all in, if we, try not, instead of avoiding the disappointment and start and looking further ahead, just double down on now. Think about it. You could easily add another 5, if not 6 figures to your income this week. This week. If you stopped letting the calendar control you. And yes, I did say 6 figures, right? Because it's possible. I believe it's possible, right? It's not about how much time is left. It's about how you use that time. And I see so many entrepreneurs pull back at this point, right? And I heard a beautiful mentor of mine actually talking about this as well, and which is what prompted me to come and do this Facebook Live. Yeah. Everyone starts thinking ahead to the next month instead of focusing on the opportunity that is right in front of them now. It's like they're losing steam, right? Right when they should be sprinting to the finish line. Yeah. And again, this is not about hustling. Okay. This is about doubling down. And the same thing applies during launches, especially when you're launching on your own, without any structure, without the system, without the support. Yeah. It is so easy to burn out, to lose momentum, and to not go all in. Yeah. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? Have you experienced this yourself? Right? Think about it. You're doing a launch, you're tired, you're doing everything by yourself, and instead of finishing strong, you let things fizzle out, right? And you walk away thinking, oh, that wasn't the best launch. But did you go all in? Now, this is exactly why I created the 30K in 30 days intensive, right? Because I've seen how powerful it is when you have a system, right? That not only gets you started strong, but keeps you pushing through right to the finish line. Yeah. And when you're working within a framework, you don't pull back in the last week. You don't. And especially when you're in with a little sisterhood, and it's an intensive and we're all doing this together, you press harder because you know how much potential is still on the table, right? So I want you to imagine you've got 30 days, and instead of second guessing your moves, you've got a clear, proven system in place. Every action you take is purposeful. Every offer you make is incredibly irresistible. And every time you feel like pulling back, you have the support and structure to keep going forward, right? That's how you bring in multiple 5 or 6 figures in 30 days, right? You go all in, double down, especially towards the end. And this isn't just about making the money once, right? This is about building the system that will allow you to consistently bring in high income months, month after month. How do you set up the system? It's not so much setting up the system, it's about having structured things that you do every single day. Taliana, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. It's about knowing what to do, in what order to do things, and it's repeating it. That's where the system comes in. It's not actually like a an automation or something else. It's about following a process. Yeah. With my 30K in 30 days, you'll know exactly how to create your offers, to message them, to sell them, how to position yourself as a no-brainer solution, how to turn every launch into a successful and profitable one, right? Day by day, step by step instructions. So we're all on this journey together, going through it, right? So you're not doing this in isolation on your own, with no support, with no structure, with no system, with not knowing if it's working or not working, right? When you implement this, you're not just hoping for better results, you are creating them. We're tweaking them and improving them every single day. You'll walk away with the strategy and the confidence to make a lot of money, multiple 5 and 6 figures in 30 days. I've done it. My clients have done it, right? And you keep replicating that over and over and over again, right? It's kind of a rinse and repeat type thing. And equally, you don't have to keep repeating it, because you can then bring in automation and other things too, right? Once you've nailed it, once you've got the launch system nailed, then you can automate it. If you are ready to stop leaving money on the table and you want to have this big breakthrough, right, of that income ceiling, then you'd be crazy not to join me in the 30K in 30 days intensive. We're starting next week. We start next week, 1st of September, and we've already got 9 incredible women who are in, and with me, that's 10. Comment 30K below if you'd like more information, or send me a DM to grab your spot. The investment is $2,222, right? And it will change the way you launch your offers, you sell your offers, and how you scale your business as you move forward, right? Once you know this, you can't unknow it, right? And you will have a much better system to bring in consistent income month after month, every week moving forward, right? So your business continues to scale. No more pulling back, gorgeous ladies. No more missing out on the last week of the month or the last week of the launch. It's time to finish strong, right? I am so excited to see what you can achieve for yourselves, right? Hopefully this Facebook Live will activate you to freaking double down for this last week in August. Yeah, do it. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for me. I'm not going to gain from it, right? Do it for yourself. Double down. Remember, the only thing standing between you and the next level is your decisions, right? What you decide to do with or without my help, right? You don't need me. You can do this yourself. You can double down and do this yourself. Yeah. Or you can jump on board, join me and 9 incredible other women over the month of September every day, as we all work on the 30K in 30 days launch intensive, right? So let's make the last week of August incredible, and let's turn your next 30 days into also your best month yet. If you have any questions, let me know. Drop a 30K if you'd like more information about the 30K and 30-day intensive, or send me a DM. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. The investment again is $2,222, and I hope to see some of you inside the intensive. Thanks for watching. On any social platform, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yes. I have clients who leverage Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. It works on any platform. The platform doesn't really matter, but it is about the consistency with which you show up, sharing really good content, and launching, creating a really good offer to sell. Yeah, so the platform doesn't matter. You do need an audience, obviously. Part of the 30K in 30 days is building an audience, but if you already have a warm audience, then that also will really, really help. But we do also build the audience during the first, 2 to 3 weeks of the 30 days is massively building the audience as well. All right, gorgeous ladies, thank you for your questions as well. And if you have anything else, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all very, very soon, and hopefully see some of you in the 30K in 30 days intensive. Hang out with me for 1 whole month, and I dare you not to make September your best month yet. Thanks for watching. Bye.